Good morning. I wanted to do this video, among other things, to thank you for the very many messages of support that I have received over the last few days as a result of my last video. I know that every time that I say I am doing a short video, they tend not to be short. I guess that's one of the problems when you press the record button without having a script in front of you. Like I've said, I've received very many messages of support and I'm deeply grateful for anyone that has sent me a message, whether in support or not. In a democracy, of course, not everybody agrees with what you say, and therefore, people are entitled to express comments that are not supportive of your position. In this video, I intend to deal with some of the comments that are less supportive of what I have said. One of the comments that has been made is that in saying that I'm happy to put my name forward in a selection process in the future, and I'm not going to repeat what I said in my last video. People can listen to that video themselves. It's in my YouTube channel. The comment has been made, not another lawyer. Well, I suppose in any democracy, anyone is entitled to put their names forward for the selection process involving a candidate for a general election. And indeed, anyone is entitled to stand for election. I am indeed a lawyer and a Queen's Counsel. Of course, like I've pointed out in other videos that I've done, I have dedicated part of my career to the advancement of education and indeed the pursuit of knowledge. I have published 3 law books. One of the books is considered to be the leading authority on the subject matter and has been cited with approval by the Federal Court of Montana. I have also been a visiting law professor of a UK university. If that doesn't qualify me for public office, then I don't know what can. But having said that, nobody should require any qualifications to take the step forward to serve their community. Another comment that I've also received is that if I wanted to serve my community, there are other ways of doing so. Actually, I have over a number of years occupied positions of public office. I have, for example, been a member of the Financial Services Commission in Gibraltar. The Gibraltar Financial Services Commission is the financial regulator with regulatory responsibility for licensing and supervision of financial services companies in Gibraltar. I was a non-executive member for 6 years. I am also a member of the FSC's DMC, the Decision Making Committee. I have in the past chaired a number of statutory boards in Gibraltar. All these are public positions, and therefore it means that I've served the community in public office in the past, and I still do so. So I hope that in pointing this out, I make the point that service to the community is something that I've done in the past, that I continue to do, that clearly should the people of Gibraltar and the selection process entrust me with the honor to serve the people of Gibraltar in the future, it's something that I'm willing to continue to do so in a different capacity. The third comment that was made was that if I wanted to serve the community, I should be involved in charitable work. Well, let me say that I have been involved in charitable endeavors over many years. In fact, most recently, a few years ago, I received a letter from an international charity, a very well-known leading international charity, thanking me for the help that I had provided in liaising with a third party who made a significant and very generous donation to the charity in support of the charitable endeavors that the charity continues to make across a number of areas. But of course, you know, if you're involved in charity, charity is charity. What you don't do is you advertise and announce the fact that you're involved in charity. And I wouldn't have made the point, and I wouldn't have said what I have said now if the comment hadn't been made. The problem, I think, in Gibraltar is that a small minority of people, most of whom are actually linked to opposing political parties, expect our politicians to do more, and indeed others to do more than what they themselves are prepared to do. And this, I think, is most unfortunate. So I did say I was going to keep this video short, and therefore that's precisely what I am going to be doing. I'm not going to be saying anything else other than to thank everyone again for the comments that I have received. Most of these comments, the overwhelming number of these comments, have been warm and supportive. But I thank not only those comments that have been warm and supportive, but indeed those comments that have been less than warm and less than supportive. Thank you very much, and have a great day, and indeed have a very good weekend.